decided to go back to school. Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to do like a life update. So I just want to update you guys about any changes that's been going on in my life. And I know every time I really like sit down and do some type of video, it's like an update video. I promise I really am trying to be more consistent on here. I'm just trying to change up my content a little bit because I don't want to post the vlogs as much. I post mainly on TikTok now, and I don't really post vlogs on there. Like, I'm kind of in limbo in regards to like what I want to post, and I don't want to post what everybody else is doing. I want to do something that's like different. I don't want to be like everybody else. I feel like I know what I want to post now, but TikTok is kind of in limbo. I just been posting on there just to try to keep my page active and just, you know, mainly let people know I'm like here. And also I have been like really self-conscious about my skin. Like, my skin has never looked like this before, and so there are days where I want to film, and then there are days where I don't want to film because like my skin looks a mess. But it's clearing up now. Like, I just have like post-acne scarring that I am getting rid of, so that's pretty good. But anyways, on with the updates. Well, mainly one update. So I've decided to go back to school and become a dentist. I want to be a dentist. I feel like temping has made me realize that I want to be a dentist. I found out that I don't like to be told what to do. I like to do my own thing. Since I am introverted, I just like to be by myself most of the time. I want to be able to treat patients the way I want to treat them, not according to the doctor. Because as a hygienist, even though we may think we are our own independent practitioner, we're not. We have to answer to the doctor at the end of the day. So if a doctor says patient needs this treatment, then we have no choice but to follow that. You may even get lucky where you have a dentist that is in collaboration with you, but majority of the time the doctors really think that it's their practice and their practice alone, and I don't have to listen to the hygienist in her opinion. And to me, I thought that it was like that. The dentist will be in collaboration with the hygienist. Like, if I were to say, hey, this patient needs a gingival inflammation, like a 43, 46 gingival inflammation cleaning, the doctor would be like, no, this patient needs a deep cleaning, so we're gonna go ahead and do the deep cleaning. And you're just like, well, I really think that this patient needs this kind of cleaning, so we need to do this cleaning. The doctor, no, SRP, SRP, SRP. At the end of the day, you have no choice but to do it. You can either leave or you can just sit up there and do that kind of treatment. And that's what I don't like. If I say this patient needs this kind of cleaning, we need to do this cleaning. I don't care what you say. That's how I feel it should be. The dentists do the restorative work, hygienists do the preventative part. And then if we don't agree on something, we agree to disagree. We weigh out the inconsistencies or the pros and cons, and then we come up with like an equal medium, or we base everything off of facts. Some dentists do not do that. Like, I even had like this chart where it literally told me the difference between a 43, 46, a deep cleaning, and a prophy. Like, everything you needed to know. And that's how I base my treatment off of. I like facts. When we started to sway from that, that's when I was like, yeah, I can't be here. Or in general, I can't do this. I can't. I enjoy hygiene, but it's just some things I can't get with. And if I'm my own entity, I can do what I want and treat patients how I want to treat them. I'm just noticing that the more I temp, it's just, I don't like it. I mean, I like temping, but some of the doctors I've come across, I don't like how they do things. I had a dentist that I temp for, and this patient hasn't came to the dentist in years. She had bone loss, a lot of inflammation, a lot of calc, covering mainly 75% of her lower interiors. The probing depths match the facts. And he came in and he picked up the scaler and he was like, "You haven't cleaned her." And he's like forcibly removing the tartar from the lower interiors, like blood gushing everywhere. And he was so close to having me clean her at the end of my day. And I already had a response formulated, and I was just going to tell him, no, I'm not doing that. And in short, I will not be coming back here because this is unethical. It's not right, not the kind of cleaning this patient needs. And I'm not going to have that patient sitting in my chair suffering during the whole cleaning. It's not what I want to do. But he eventually like agreed. It felt like he didn't want to agree with me, but he eventually agreed, and she ended up coming back for her deeper cleaning. I don't know who cleaned her because I wasn't there, but I never went back. It was just the fact that you had to really deeply think about whether or not this patient needed to be cleaning, and I didn't like that. I'm telling you one thing and you want to do another. Yeah, I felt like it was ego involved. I know what kind of dentist I want to be, what kind of doctor I want to be. That's really the main reason why I want to go back to school to become a dentist. Is to just, again, treat patients how I want to treat them. Amongst other things, I want to do so much things that I can't do as a hygienist. There's nothing wrong with being a hygienist. It's an amazing career field to be in, but you are so limited in regards to what you can do. And that's the part I don't like. At first, I knew what I was getting myself into, but I didn't understand the extent of it. People tell you like, you're limited, you can only do one thing, and it sucks. And I was like, it cannot be that bad. It can't be that bad. And yes, it is bad. Only if you like to stick with just your lane and the cleaning. You're okay with not agreeing with the doctor all the time. Hygiene is perfect for you. And honestly, I deeply knew that I was going to go back to school. I said this in my previous video when I got accepted. My mind changes very frequently. I applied to the hygiene program because I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't really know the full extent of what a hygienist does. I just knew I needed financial stability, and hygiene has provided that for me. There were some times where I questioned some of the things that I learned in hygiene school with the amount of scenarios or situations I have encountered thus far as a hygienist. But TikTok has really helped me really like hone in and understand like the things I've learned in hygiene school is the things you should be learning and applying in the real world. Putting out like my experiences and listening to other people's experiences really helped me understand that I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just fine as a provider. I no longer doubt the things that I've learned in hygiene school, and I've gained so much confidence. I'm okay now with saying no to the doctors, because in the past I was just like, well, no, because I don't want to overstep because the doctor is the doctor, and I don't want to make it feel like I'm overstepping. And now it's just like, I don't care. I'm not doing that. You can find somebody else to do it because I'm not doing it. Yeah, it took a bit, and what really made me even more confident in my abilities is temping. If I never tempt, then I wouldn't have gained the amount of confidence I have now. Another thing, in some states, hygienists can gain their own independent practice. That's not something I want to do. I don't want to have to move to different states to become my own independent practitioner. I don't know. I just don't want to do that. I really like I'm from Florida. I really like Florida. So I'm thinking about going back there. And if I were to continue my education and decide to pursue that, then I would mainly be like up north somewhere And that's not what I want to do. I don't want to be up north. It's not something I want to do. I even thought about becoming a dental therapist, but I just decided to ultimately settle in on becoming a doctor. I feel like they can do so much more. Maybe I'm just not fully aware yet, but I feel like a doctor can do so much more with their patients and not be as limited. But hey, that's my opinion now. I am scared of the journey. I've completed one course so far. I have 3 more courses left. I have physics 2, organic chemistry 2, and biochemistry. Every day I'm in class, I get so scared about the journey because it's so close but yet so far away. And the thought of me being a doctor is just mind-blowing. I've always knew that I wanted to become a doctor. I just didn't know what kind of doctor I wanted to be. And now I know I want to be a dentist, and I do want to specialize. For right now, I want to specialize. That's where my mind is at right now. And I know some people's minds do change once they get into dental school, but for right now, I want to specialize. I have 3 specialties in mind. I also have to get my volunteer hours, my shadowing hours. I have quite a bit of volunteer hours. I really am trying to be really strategic about my application and making it, I don't want to say perfect, but I'm going to say perfect because I don't know another word to say at the moment. So I want to make my application as perfect as possible and well versed so I can get in on the first try. Like I'm taking my time to really perfect my application. So I want to get at least 200 hours of volunteer hours, 200 plus volunteer hours, that shadowing hours. I'm gonna shadow at least 3 to 4 different doctors in the specialty that I'm interested in. One being, of course, general dentistry, but the other 3 I'm just gonna shadow in the specialties that I'm interested in, and we're gonna see how that goes. But my main goal is to get in on the first try, and if not, that's okay. I may or may not apply again, but I want to try. I want to get in on that first try. And I do have a couple schools in mind. I really am only interested in about 3 or 4, but I will try to apply to other schools, but for right now I'm only interested in 3 to 4. I'm still enjoying temping. I'm not too fond of the agency that I'm working for, but it's okay. It's the only one here in my state, so we just gonna have to settle on that. Yeah, it's the only agency here in my state, and it's the only consistent way I can get consistent temp assignments. So yeah, we're just gonna stick it out and be okay until dental school. I'll be okay. For the most part, I have nothing else to say. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you want, you can leave me a comment down below and subscribe to my channel. I think I respond to all of my comments. I try to. But again, thank you for watching, and see you guys in the next video.